Alright folks, today I'm going to break down my first aid kit. This is my first video, and I thought I'd start off with something that I bring on every single trip. This is a first aid kit I built myself. I bought this bag right here, just a little stuff sack from Walmart. It's like $3, just something cheap to put on my gear in. So I'll go ahead and empty the contents of the bag here. You see just a drawstring bag, just something to contain all this stuff. And I'll set each element out, and I'll go into each one in detail. So it's nice to have things pretty sectioned out. You want to know where everything is, but also keep it as contained and lightweight as possible, especially when you're backpacking. So I'll start this more simple stuff. EMT shears, they're 3-inch. Don't need it for much, try to find the smallest ones you could. They're very important to have. Cutting belt, cutting tape, just cutting any sort of fabric you might need. These are really rated to cut through even a penny. So they're just a good tool to have as far as first aid goes. Second thing, my dude wipe, basically like a wet wipe. Plenty of uses for this, whether it's cleaning off sweat, wiping your hind end. Lots of uses for a dude wipe. Good thing to have in the first aid kit. I even carry some in my backpack outside of my first aid kit. Next thing is my SOL, that's Survive Outdoors Longer, a survival poncho. It's completely waterproof. The whole thing fits right there. It's wrapped in plastic. I don't know if you can see that, but it's reflective, so people can see you, and it reflects 99.9% of body heat. And it's completely water and wind proof. So survival situation, starts pouring rain, you don't have any rain gear, something like that. This is perfect. Keep you warm, keep you dry. Next is my med kit. No, excuse me, my medicine kit. This is my own personal allergy medicine. I also bought this little medication refill from REI. It was probably like $5 or $6, maybe it was $8. It's called the medication refill. You can see right there. You can read the contents of it. On there, it's got 2 packets of 2 Tylenol, 2 packets of 2 Advil, 2 packets of 2 antacids, 2 packets of 1 allergy medicine, 1 packet of 1 antidiarrheal, and 1 packet of 2 electrolyte replacement tabs. So just a nice thing to have, painkillers and electrolyte replacements, just so you're comfortable in the woods, Alright, so my next 3 things to point out, I've divided all my major medical gear into 3 bags. My blood bag, so I know if I see someone bleeding or I'm bleeding, this is where I go, straight to the blood bag. My next one's over here is my blister bag. This one's the one I use the most. This one's the one I need to refresh the most, because let's be honest, people get blisters more than they bust out with a stick gouged in their arm or something ridiculous. You're gonna have that blister first. And the last thing is really my extra bag. It's called my Burn Clean wrap bag. It's just all the extra stuff that I have. So the first one we're going to go into here is the one I use the most. And that's my blister bag. Most important thing to have in there, nylon gloves. Always have gloves in every single one of your bags, because you always want to wear gloves when you're touching other people or touching yourself, including kind of blood or skin. Next thing, I've got plenty of moleskin. Moleskin to cover up blisters and make sure it doesn't get worse. Tincture of benzoin. Tincture of benzoin is basically tree sap and alcohol, and that's gonna, keep your moleskin from falling off. It sticks to your skin real well. And the third thing is triple antibiotic ointment. So just antibiotic ointment to make sure you have. It's just a nice thing to have on every single one of my bags, make sure nothing gets infected. So that's going to be my blister bag there. Next thing we're going to do is go here into my blood bag. Of course, the first item in my blood bag is nylon gloves. Next, I'm going to pull these out all. The back half here, this is all gauze, different sizes. These are my wound closure strips. So any big wounds, You can see the little strips back in there. Any big ones you can close up very nicely with that. A few band-aids. And just one of these. This is a transparent dressing. So it's you can see right back there, it's completely see-through. And you'd stick it on your arm. Like say you hurt your arm, you'd stick it on your arm and you can see the wound. But it keeps it in that moist environment where it's going to heal the best. Next thing is my 12cc syringe. I don't need that big of a syringe. Just trying to be best suited for backpacking. So the syringe is just for irrigating abrasions or any other sort of cut. Make sure you clean it out real nicely with some water, clean water, of course. Next thing, the two things to keep stuff stuck on there: waterproof tape, adhesive tape. Just nice tape to have, and of course tincture of benzoin. And then 2 rolls of gauze, just to have to real quickly wrap something up that's bleeding. And that's my blood bag. Next and last thing I'll do here is my burn cleaner wrap bag, and like I said, this is a lot of just extras. So, and here is my Wilderness Medical Institute with Knowles, Wilderness First Aid Pocket Guide, just all that stuff I might need to know, and my notepad, keep notes of the stuff that I do with other people. Ace bandage. Now this thing comes in handy for a lot of things, whether it's wrapping legs or arms or anything like that. An ace bandage, you can never have too many of these, and they always come in handy. Of course, gloves. Tincture of benzoin, tincture of benzoin, tincture of benzoin, different size of tincture of benzoin, tons of tincture of benzoin. You never have too much of that. It's always a good thing to have. Here's some more tincture of benzoin. This is Second Skin. It's for burns. So if you get a bad burn, you throw this on the burn. It'll stay cool. It'll stay moist. Just what you want a burn to be. It literally is like the skin you would put on top of the burn. Hence the name, Second Skin. Oral rehydration salts. It's important to remember that if you do become dehydrated, it's not just water that's going to help you. You need electrolytes. And so if you put this in to 1 liter of water, it'll help you have the electrolytes and rehydrate you. Speaking of water, if you don't have clean water to irrigate wounds with or something like that, this is iodine. Iodine ointment. You put a little drop of this, real small in water, and that'll clean your water up. Next thing is this is just to clean your hands off after you deal with blood or something like that. Just soap towelettes. And lastly, just cotton tape. Always a nice thing to carry around. And that's my first aid kit. I built it myself. Most of the stuff in these bags I got from the Knowles store, knowles.edu. This SOL survival poncho I can buy from SOL or from any outdoor store. I think I bought this one from a local outdoor store here. Medication pack I bought from REI. Dude wipe you can buy at any stores, a convenience store, something like that. And EMT shears I bought at knowles.edu, as well as this ace bandage. Like I said, I bought this bag here at Walmart, real cheap. And it's important to remember, you don't go all out when you're buying first aid material. Just kind of, buy what you think is good, but also, don't spend a lot of money. Another thing to remember when you are making your first aid is you want it to be visible. That's one thing I wish I'd done better. It's got a brighter colored bag. I couldn't find a color brighter than that. And you want to make sure that whoever you're going with, they know where your first aid kit is. So, for instance, when my buddy and I go backpacking, I'll let him know every time. He'll be like, dude, I know where your backpack is, or I know where your first aid kit is, and I'm like, I know, but I need to tell you, because you gotta let your guy know where that first aid kit is, and I also have a CPR mask I keep in my backpack, and I just want to make sure they know where that is at all times, so they can, we see someone broken leg on the trail or something crazy like that, I can like put my backpack down, go help them, and say, hey, get my first aid kit out. So I hope you all enjoyed this first video, this breakdown of my first aid kit. Make sure to subscribe, and look forward to some more videos coming out about breakdown of certain items like gear and backpacks, stuff like that. I think it'll be fun, and I hope you all subscribe and enjoy this video.